back. So now I kind of want to be able to press. I know that I can click it now without clicking the details, but I also want this to actually start working and doing something. Now, again, when I click it the first time, I want to change the button so that you kind of have the confirmation again like before. So let's try and actually have a look at, again, the view right here. What I want to happen is when I click this guy the first time, I need to know which set of buttons I should show, right? But we can't do it like we did before because we don't have a single customer selected right here inside our code. We have a list of customers, right? So we have all the customers to show and we know each one of them right here, but we need to know specifically who did you just click, who do you want to delete. So we're going to, inside the Typescript file, we're going to add a new one here called customer to delete. Like this is the customer that I'm about to delete if you press yes, I want to delete this customer, right? So you get a confirmation, and if you say yes, this is the guy you want to delete. Now, how do we actually get this information in there? Well, we need to somehow, when we do the delete, right, we need to somehow get that customer in there. So if I say this customer to delete, that should be equal to a customer I get when I do the click. And I can pass in the customer right here because I have him available. So I'll pass him in, and this again is just to kind of define that what you pass in here should be a customer. So I'm just kind of type safing, making this type safe, right? And then I want to kind of save this customer here when I do the click, right? So when I do the delete, I need to send in the customer that I want to delete. I'm just going to add him here, and then depending on if there's a customer in customer to delete or not, I want to show something in our UI. So jumping back to the UI, how do we actually pass in the customer down here when I click the delete? I need the specific customer that I'm clicking right now, and you can get that because you have the ng4 right here, and here's the actual customer that I want to click for this specific div right here, right? So here I can send in that customer, and there we go. Now I actually have the actual customer that I want to delete in here. Sweet. So now when I click this button now, this guy will actually be set inside this function right here. He'll be set as the customer to delete. And that should do something. It should kind of hide this set of buttons and show another set of buttons. So what I'm going to do is, like last time, I'm going to copy this set of buttons right here. Let me just remove the click events for now just to avoid things getting weird. And let me kind of change this into an info so we can kind of see the difference between the two button sets, right? So now this is where we're going to say confirm, and this is the normal set right here. And now we need an ngIf. So we're going to do an ngIf right here, like this. And we're just going to say if there is not a customer to delete, right? So if this guy is not set, then show this button set right here, right? So if this is not set, that means that we have not pressed and are looking for confirmation right now. I hope that makes sense. But if there is a customer to delete, then I want to show the other set down here. There we go. So now we have these two sets, and let's see if it actually works. Of course, I can't press cancel, so we can only test this once right now. Click, and there we go. It just changed into the other button set. Now I want this guy to kind of be the cancel button and this to be the actual delete button. Right now clicking cancel wouldn't work, of course, so let's try and go and change that in our code. So what I want is kind of inside the cancel down here. Let me actually just write cancel here so you guys can see this is the cancel button and this is the confirm button. Let's just call it that for now. Let's just put back sure like we had before. Are you sure, right? So down here we want inside our cancel button to add a click event here as well. And remember, I want the event again to come in so I can kind of stop that propagation, right? So here we're going to say delete aborted like this to kind of abort the delete, and then we're going to send in the event just like we did in the delete up here. So jumping back to my code, I'm going to make a new method here called delete aborted like this, and then I'm going to send in the event right here. And of course tslint helps me here and says you need a space there, you don't need a space there. I'm sending in the event, and all we're going to do is we're going to set the customer to null again, or nothing right here, equals null like this, and then we are going to stop the propagation. So let's try and see if this works now, so we can actually delete and cancel, delete and cancel, delete and cancel. Now we just need the sure, and let's do that in the next lesson. See you next time.